Hello children, welcome back again. We were in chapter number 5, data handling. So in the last session children, we have completed histogram, how to read the histogram, how to prepare a frequency distribution table, how to make the class intervals, and what all things should we keep in the mind while drawing an histogram and while making the frequency distribution table. That all things we have seen in the last session children, and we have also completed exercise 5.1. So today children, let us move further. So in today's session children, we will be learning pie chart, or which is also known as circle graph. So in today's session children, we will be learning how to read the pie chart, okay, or how to read the circle graph. And in the next session, I will be teaching you how to construct it, how to draw a circle graph. So let us begin children. So here is an example of a pie chart children. You can see here. So a survey was done in a school, and children were asked that which fruit do you like? So this was the data which was collected. So looking at the pie chart children, you can tell that yes, 10% of children love the fruit peach, then 30% of children loves banana, then 20% they love pineapple, 13% children they love orange, and 27% children they love grapes. So looking at this pie chart children, very easily you can say that what is the data given, and how many children likes grape, and how many children likes pineapple, or which fruit is the mostly liked by the children. So this all data, by looking at the pie chart only, we can say, we can explain, right? So this is called a pie chart. Now if you see children here, if I add all this, that is 30% plus 20% plus 13% plus 27% plus 10%, I should get 100%. These are the parts of the 100%. Okay, so this you can check in every pie chart wherever the percentage is given. The total, if you do all the sum of the all whatever data is given to you, it will come to 100%. So this is the pie chart, and it is also known as a circle chart or circle graph. It is a circular statistical graphic which is divided into slice to illustrate the numerical proportion. So pie chart is used to show data like a pie. Okay. Next one. So here one more example we will see how to read a pie chart. So this is a given data is of time spent by a child during a day. Okay, so looking at the data only, looking at the pie chart only, you can understand what all things are given. So if I ask you that what the child do most, like more what the child spend most of the time in. So looking at the pie chart children, you may understand that yes, the child maximum time here the child is sleeping, that is 8 hours, right? So 4 hours the child is doing homework, 3 hours child is doing other things, 3 hours child is playing in a day, and 6 hours the child is going to school in a day. His time spent in the school is 6 hours. So this is the data given in the pie chart. Now if you see children, we know that whole day there are 24 hours, right? So if here now you add all this 8 hours plus 6 hours plus 3 hours plus 3 hours and plus 4 hours, you should get 24 hours. So this is the how the pie chart is read. So let us see few questions, but before that let us once again see what is pie chart. So these are called circle graphs also. A circle graph shows the relationship between a whole and its parts. Here the whole circle is divided into sectors. The size of each sector is proportional to the activity or information it represents. A circle graph is also known as a pie chart. So now the proportion of a sector for hours spent in sleeping. Now we have seen that the child sleeps 8 hours in a day. So what will be the proportion? So what we are going to do is 8 hours out of 24 hours, right? So if we cancel, we bring it into if we bring it into the simplest form, this 8 by 24, we get 1 upon 3. So 1/3 portion of the whole day he spends in sleeping. A child spends in sleeping. So one more example we will see. Similarly, the proportion of a sector for hours spent in school. Now we have seen in the pie chart it was given 6 hours the child spent in school. So how to find the proportion? That is total hours, we know it is 4 hours in a day. So 6 upon 24, that is 6 out of 24. And if we bring it into the simplest form, we will get 1 upon 4. So 1/4 portion of a day the child spent in school. I hope this is clear, children. So here is one more example. We have surveyed that the people, we have asked which company mobile do they like. So here 20% of people, they said they like Vivo. Then 15% of people, they like MI. Then Apple phone, 25% of the people they like. Then 40% of people, they like Samsung. And this was the pie chart drawn. So looking at the pie chart now, I hope you all are able to read the pie chart and get all the information looking at the pie chart, given pie chart. Suppose now there are total mobile phones are 1,000. Okay, how many phones are of Apples? Now if you see here, the total phones are 1,000, children, and Apple is used by 25% of the people, right? So what we are going to do is 25% is written as 25 upon 100. This we have studied already, yes, in the earlier classes. And 25% of 1,000 mobiles. Total how many mobiles are there? 1,000, right? So 25% of, that is multiplication of 1,000, right? Total number of mobiles are 1,000. So how many you will get? 0, 0 cancel. That is 250 mobile are of Apple, right? So this is 250. So now I hope you understood the concept and how to find, and if any question is asked. So these were the examples of pie chart. So children, let us now continue with exercise 5.2. Take a note that from exercise 5.2, question number 4 is deleted. So if you have a textbook, make a note in that question number 4 is deleted. Let us proceed with question number 1. A survey was made to find the type of music that a certain group of young people liked in a city. Adjoining pie chart shows the findings of this survey. From this pie chart, answer the following. So you can see here a survey was done, and young people who liked the certain music, that type is given and percentage is given. Now first of all, check that 20% plus 10% plus 30% plus 40% will be obviously 100%. Right, now let us see. Looking at the pie chart, children, we understand that 40% people, they like light music, 30% people, they like folk, 10% they like classical, and 20% people like semi-classical. So let us proceed with the questions. The first is, if 20 people liked classical music, how many young people were surveyed? So if 20 people like classical music, how many young people were surveyed? That is total number of people they are asking. So now we don't know the total number of people. Let us keep it as x. Let us take the variable as x. That is, let the total number of people be x. Now number of people who liked classical music is 10% of the total. Yes, you can see here. So classical, how many of them they like? 10% of the total. And total we don't know, that is x, right? 10% of total. So how it will be written? 10 upon 100, that is 10% of x, means multiplied by x. So this is how you will write. 10% is nothing but 10 upon 100 multiplied by x, that is of total. And total we don't know, so we are keeping it as x. And we know that it is equal to 20. That is 20 people they have already given. So 1 upon 10 upon 100 will be nothing but 1 upon 10. 0, 0 cancelled. So we will get 1 upon 10 multiplied by x is equal to 20. Right? Now if I transpose this 1 upon 10 to other side, 10 will go in the numerator and get multiplied by 20. So x is equal to 20 into 10, that is x is equal to 200. Thus the total number of people got surveyed is 200. I hope this is clear. So this is the next one, that is question number 2. Which type of music is liked by the maximum number of people? Now here no need to do any calculation. Looking at the pie chart only you can see that maximum is 40%. Here you can see they like the light music. So you can write directly answer, maximum number of people like light music. So these all answers you have to note down in your classwork, children. No need to draw the pie chart because already it is given in the question. Next one, that is the third question. If a cassette company were to make 1000 CDs, total number of CDs will be 1000. How many of each type they would make? So what are you going to do? Suppose first I am taking as, say, light music, they like 40%. So 40% of 1000 CDs. So what I'm going to do? 40% is nothing but upon 100 of 1000 CDs. And if I get cancelled these zeros in the numerator and denominator, 40 into 10 will be 400. So 400 CDs will be produced, that is they will make for the light music. Now similarly you can find for the folk. It is folk CDs, how many? 30% of 1000. Of 1000, why? Because 1000 total number of CDs is given to you. So 30% of 1000 is written as 30% of 1000. Two zeros get cancelled in numerator and denominator. 30 into 10 will be 300. So 300 cassettes will be produced of a folk type music. I hope this is clear. Now similarly, classical, children, it is 10%, 10% of 1000. So 10% of 1000 will be 10 upon 100 multiplied by 1000, which is nothing but equal to 100. And similarly, 20% of semi-classical, that is 20% of 1000. So 20 upon 100 multiplied by 1000 will be equal to 200. So this is how the calculation is done. If you have a total number already is given, very easy to find. Just you have to find whatever given percent of that total. So percent you know how to write, divided by 100, and of means multiplied by the total number. So this was how to read and how to calculate the pie chart, children. And in the next session, we will be learning how to draw a pie chart. So for today, thank you.